how's it going? It's Sam Frost here, and in today's video I want to bring some bad news to the table, and that's that your website is probably not as good or as important to your business as you think it is. Now I say this for a really simple reason. A good website in and of itself is not actually going to make any more profit for your business, any more revenue. It's not going to generate you more leads or customers if nobody can find it. So don't spend all of your budget that you've got to kind of build your online presence just on a website that sits there and nobody ever finds it. Okay, someone might find it over time by searching a brand name, or you might gradually pick up some Google rankings or whatever the case may be. But I've worked on a few projects on a consulting basis recently where the business owner or sort of management have basically had this attitude of, oh, we invested loads of money into a website, whether it's a digital store, e-commerce site, or a more sort of informational brochure type site. We've invested a whole lot of money, we've not got any results. What's gone wrong? And what's gone wrong is really simple. When you go and look back at what's been done to promote that site, basically nothing. And so in almost every case, these businesses that I've worked with would have been better either keeping the site they had before, or building a more sort of simple, basic website. So instead of having a custom e-commerce site, for example, just building a Shopify store that's easy to get started with, putting their logo and colors into it, and trying to sell some product through that, rather than spending in one case literally tens of thousands of dollars on an e-store that now has no budget behind it to promote, and then wondering why you're not making sales, because there are so many suppliers, so many businesses selling competing products and services in most markets, that in many respects it's more important to be found than necessarily to have the best presence, if that makes sense. And so if you're sitting there weighing up, well, I've got a budget of $10,000 to establish my online presence for my new business, or enhance the existing presence I've already got, don't feel that putting all of that into building a great website is necessarily going to yield you an amazing return. Sometimes it might. If you've already got a really well-recognized brand in your area or your industry or your market, or you're driving tons of traffic through SEO, or you've got paid ads absolutely dialed in, for example, maybe getting a new website that's better, that's laid out to convert in a better fashion, is going to yield superior results. But if you are the world's best kept secret, it doesn't really make any difference in my view. I've seen too many businesses kind of go down the garden path, investing way too much money in new website builds, website redesigns, adding on new functionalities to their site, and ignoring the fact that basically nobody knows that this site exists, because relative to the size of the market they're trying to sell into, relative to the value of the offer they're providing, they've got tiny marketing budgets, for example, so they're wanting to corner a very big piece of the market with a disproportionately small budget, because all of the budget's been spent on building a website that looks great from a sort of vanity perspective. It might be the best looking site in the industry, but if it's the best kept secret, nobody's going to find out about it, and you're not actually going to make any leads or sales through it. So just a bit of food for thought there. I've got nothing at all against having a great website. I've got nothing at all against having a custom website. However, what I have experienced time and time again is businesses basically putting all of their investment in the digital context into having this beautiful website that is very customized to their requirements in terms of layout and look and feel and functionality and so on, only to get frustrated really when they find that some competitor who's registered a Squarespace site or a Shopify store is blasting past them in terms of sales, because they're actually investing their money into promotion and building their brand and driving leads and traffic and actually driving conversions. Don't be that best kept secret, because at the end of the day, no matter how good your website is, if people aren't finding it, especially potential customers aren't finding it who are sort of switched on to the product or service you're offering, you're not going to generate any leads or sales. If you've got any questions about this, please do let me know. You can leave a comment below. You can always email me on info@samfrost.co.nz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.